Local taxi driver Robert is joining me in the studio today to talk about the current campaign he's involved with regarding a proposal to change the rules for taxi drivers in Northern Ireland. So welcome to the studio, Robert.
How are you doing?
Thank you. So can you tell me about the current campaign you're working on at the minute?
What we're trying to do is get the one-tier taxi system implemented. The Department of the Environment wants all taxis to be the same, equal. Too many different taxi plates in Belfast. So what they want is everyone to be equal, and what we're doing at the moment is trying to get the politicians on the Environment Committee at Stormont to agree to let the one-tier system go through. There's one or two political parties that are a bit iffy at the minute. They're not 100% behind it. So we're trying to, we met with some of them last week up at Stormont. They listened to us. So we have another few meetings arranged, one with Sinn Féin and one back again with the Environment Committee up at Stormont.
For anyone who doesn't know, can you tell us the difference between the different taxi licence plates and what the current rules are?
We want to be allowed to be hailed on the street. In other words, pick up people on the street, the same as every. The only ones who can do it at the moment is the taxis that sit at the City Hall and outside Glencall Street bus station, the black London type taxis, which everyone knows. So what happens now is, if I drop you off in the city centre, I'm free for work. If a tourist comes up to me, can you take me here, can you take me there, I have to say no, even though I'm free for work. The same as what happened this morning. They'll say to me, why? And I just say to them, the government says no. Another issue we have is with the London type taxis at the City Hall, the black taxis. They are entitled to be hailed on the street, which we aren't, but they are also entitled to work like us from a depot, a private hire depot. So they have two bites at the cherry. We have only one. We can only work from a depot. So it's not fair. I am public hire all over Northern Ireland, except in Belfast where I live and work. If you're in Newry, Banbridge, name it, Strabane, Antrim, Carrickfergus, you can just walk out of your house, put your hand up, I can stop and pick you up. But when I come into my own city, I'm not allowed to do it. So that's what we're campaigning so that we can do it, pick up on the street. We just want to be equal to everyone else. A lot of people can't ring up, because you know why? Tourists come in from Spain, America, France. Do they have our number? No, they don't have the number. They just see me with a sign on the roof saying I'm a taxi. And they say, well, let's go here, there's a taxi. Are you free? Yes. Can you take me? No. The government will not let us pick up at the moment. It's supposed to let us do it this September, last September and the September before. But as I say, there's a bit of a hiccup for some of the politicians at the moment. Every time you drop in the city centre, tourists will come over, can you take me here? We're not allowed. Why are you not allowed? On the Shore Road the other day, lady standing at the bus stop, tried to hail me down. I stopped and I says, I can't pick you up. She says, mister, there's no buses. What am I going to do? She says, the child's so. And I says, well, same thing again. I'll give you my phone. You can ring my depot. They'll contact me and then I'll let you in. But in the meantime, I'll let you sit in my car because it's raining with a child. What other city, capital city in the world, would the government make you do this? People, the tourists, the hotels of Ulster, they're for picking up on the streets. Pubs of Ulster visit Belfast, from what I gather, the tourist board. And the department did do a survey, and what they told me was 86% of the people surveyed said, yes, implement the one-tier system. Let us have freedom of choice, which is what it's about.
And what positive impact do you think specifically on taxi drivers will this have?
Well, the first thing that's going to do, taxi drivers are all going to be equal. The tourist industry, Belfast is buzzing, hotels everywhere. That's the impact it's going to have. People are going to be able to walk out and say, well, go, sorry, take me here, take me there. And we're going to be able to say, yes.
So where do we go from here then? What's the next step?
The next step is hopefully a meeting next week with Sinn Féin to put our views across to them. And maybe some of our drivers think they have a solution to the problem.
As you said earlier, a few of the political parties are opposed to this proposal. Have they given any reason why?
We don't really know what the objection is because they haven't told us. And it's very, very hard to fight and put up an argument if you don't know what you're arguing against. So if they would come to us and say, listen, private hire drivers, this is what our difficulty is, we could sit down and discuss it. But we've got end of January for the department to put all its proposals forward, and after that they've told us about another 2 weeks, and what needs to happen in that other 2 weeks is for the political parties that are objecting, they got to withdraw their objection. The technical term they told us up at Stormont last week was they have to pray against it. Don't object, pray against it. That's what the technical term is. So we got to get Sinn Féin within the next 2 weeks to have a meeting to try and persuade them to treat, well, we just want to be equal, same as everyone else. We don't want any favours from anyone. We just want to be like an electrician. Electrician's electrician, joiner's a joiner, reporter's a reporter.
Well, thank you very much, Robert, for joining.